Now, ABC 7 News at 11 on your side.
And first at 11, a gyrocopter lands and jaws drop on the grounds of the U.S. Capitol. Tonight, that pilot is in custody. And tonight, we know more about the man and his political motivation. But what we don't know is just how he made it that far without being stopped.
This is not good, people.
And lands right, and it bounces down on the ground and pops up there, and then immediately the cops came over and said, get back, go, and start running.
That landing at about 1:30 on the West Lawn sent the U.S. Capitol and the White House into lockdown. According to the website, thedemocracyclub.org, the pilot you see being taken into custody here in this video is Doug Hughes, postal worker from Florida. His mission, to deliver letters about campaign finance reform to all 535 members of Congress. The bomb squad examined the gyrocopter but didn't find anything hazardous, and ultimately the machine was hauled away. The big question tonight:
how did that guy even get in here? That was the big thing. That's what everybody was talking about, with the airspace being restricted and all that. And how could he fly a helicopter and land on the lawn of the Capitol building?
Now, the no-fly zone that man is talking about is highlighted, you see here on the map, in red. This includes the space around the White House, the Capitol, and the Naval Observatory. Tonight, aviation experts tell us that they're baffled that Hughes made it so far.
First of all, the FAA is going to have to answer, and Border Customs Patrol is going to have to answer as to why he was able to get as close as he did to the White House and to the Capitol building without being detected, and then how they're going to handle the ramifications as far as the criminal proceedings and or FAA proceedings.
Winton says that security officials have the ability to pick up aircraft's identities even if the mechanics were on board are not working or not turned on. So how this one dodged surveillance remains a mystery at this hour. We're also tracking new developments about Hughes and what he was trying to accomplish with this stunt. Tom Rousey's been digging into that for us. He's now live at the Capitol tonight with what he's learned. Tom, what's the story?
Well, Leon, just to give you a sense of how close this gyrocopter got to the Capitol, it landed pretty much where I'm standing, right near this cone here. And you can see there is the Capitol, just a little more than a football field away. Tonight, we are learning a lot more about the man who flew here.
I'm going to land in front of the Capitol building.
That's Doug Hughes telling the Tampa Bay Times he planned to do exactly what happened.
I don't believe that anybody wants to personally take responsibility for the fallout that would result from publicly executing somebody for an act of dissent.
The House Homeland Security Chair says agents were prepared to shoot him down if he'd gotten closer to the Capitol. Instead, they took Hughes into custody.
He's a mailman out of Ruskin, Florida.
Ben Montgomery is a reporter who says Hughes contacted him out of the blue about a year ago.
But he thought, if I do a stunt big enough, I can get people's attention.
A search by ABC 7 found Hughes has no record in the last 2 decades besides a traffic offense. In the video, he says he wants to commit civil disobedience to support campaign finance reform.
I'm trying to galvanize millions of people to do a relatively simple thing: change the government to build a wall of separation between the government and big money.
A friend in Florida said he hadn't been able to reach Hughes for days.
So we feared the exact opposite. The new guy crashed somewhere.
ABC 7 spoke with a Northern Virginia man who knew Hughes in the past and said he was, quote, odd, a little weird, and angry, anti-establishment. And we found writings from Hughes online about Congress in which he said he feels like congressmen only work for themselves and also special interests. Now, we also found his Facebook page, which indicates that he is a married grandfather. Reporting on the West Lawn of the Capitol, I'm Tom Rousey, ABC 7 News.
Okay, thank you, Tom. Now, happening right now, authorities, including the Secret Service, are at the Gettysburg Airport in Pennsylvania. This after witnesses claim that they saw that gyrocopter take off this morning.
It wasn't a helicopter, that's for sure. He had a big, what do you call them, wings, propeller, like a helicopter, but it wasn't a helicopter.
Mr. Green there says that the gyrocopter was unlike anything that the aircraft at the airport he usually sees there. By the way, this airport is more than 80 miles away in Gettysburg from the U.S. Capitol. At this hour, as of this report, Hughes has not been officially charged with anything. We'll continue to follow this developing investigation for you. Stay with ABC7 and WJLA.com for updates throughout the night. We'll keep you posted.